Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Digital Toolbox Podcast. I am your host, Emmanuel Tejada. I'm the owner of Landscape Maverick. We're a digital marketing agency for landscapers. And today we have very, very special guests. We have the Lawnmower Boys, at least 2/3 of the Lawnmower Boys. We got Alejandro and Bernardo, man. Go ahead and introduce yourselves, guys.
Yo, it's Alan, one of the owners or founders of the Lawnmower Boys, and
My name is Bernardo. I'm also one of the founders of the Lawnmower Boys. It's nice to be here with you, Manny.
my boy Manny.
Let's go. Man, so what is the Lawnmower Boys for anybody that's been living under a rock? What is that?
Well, the Lawnmower Boys, it's what you can call like the new wave on Instagram right now. It's just three guys just starting a lawn care business from zero, working their way up to making $100,000 a year. So we started like a year ago, and we're just showing people how to start from knowing nothing to getting your first customers, slowly going to building routes and being able to build your lawn care business. That's basically what the Lawnmower Boys are right now. It's just a new, the new Instagram guys popping in the last few months, getting some attention.
And not also just social media, and also in real life, growing the business. Yeah. Keep going. And that's part of the Lawnmower Boys too. What we do, trying to show our progress to inspire. Also, like young kids, hey, we're all young. Y'all can do it too. That's another thing why we created the Lawnmower Boys as well. Or what is the Lawnmower Boys?
Yeah. So.
Hell yeah, bro. And talking about young, I mean, you guys look young. Like, how old are you guys?
I'm 22 right now.
I'm 18, about to turn 19 this year. So, I mean, yeah, we're pretty young.
18. So that means you just graduated high school then, right?
Yeah, I mean, I graduated. I was supposed to graduate last year, but I graduated 2 years earlier. I did homeschooling, and then I ended up doing my courses pretty fast and got to graduate. So I've been out of school for like 3 years now.
God damn! So you did freshman year and then you bounced.
Yeah, I mean, COVID hit. I was doing e-commerce at the time. I was getting that stuff going. I was like, man, if I go back to school, it's gonna help me back, So I luckily found the website called Penn Foster. Got subscribed to it. I just paid my courses, and it's at your own pace. So I did it as fast as I could, and was able to graduate and get my diploma to the mail.
Hey, good shit, bro. Damn. And did you make some money off e-commerce? Like that's what you were living off of?
So also me and my dude Bernardo did it together, e-commerce.
Yeah, so I after high school I started working in a dental lab. I was a dental technician, you can say. So then my sister got a boyfriend who happens to be his brother. So that's how we met. Mm-hmm. And then at the time he was in high school, I was working at this dental place. I was trying to pursue a career in that industry. But then, me and him started talking, hanging out more. And then we just got that vision of being entrepreneurs. And then we just asked each other, what can we do? We started looking around the internet and we found e-commerce. And then slowly, we started like getting into e-commerce to the point that I had to leave my job.
Yeah.
And then, like he said, he couldn't continue school. We were just doing this, we were just growing in the e-commerce thing.
Yeah, it got to the point like I was like, man, you're still doing this job. It's like, if you want to grow, you're gonna have to quit your job, bro. Like, you're gonna have to leave that dentistry if you want this to grow. And he took the risk, and we don't do it right now. We had a good run in it.
Yeah. So when I stopped working at my job, at the time I was making like $2,500 a week. And I left that, and I told him, I was making $2,500 a month. So I left my job, and then we went to do full-time e-commerce. And then we started making a lot of money. But one thing with e-commerce, especially the thing we were doing, Amazon FBA, we couldn't get the money we were making right away. So we had to figure out ways of, growing the e-commerce and making more money and more money and more money.
How come though? How come you couldn't use the money that you made from it right away?
So how this works is, if you sell products, after those products are sent out, Amazon is not gonna pay you right away until the customer gets it, and they don't want to return it; they want to keep it. So by the time you sell that product to the time you get paid, I'll say it's about a month. And before that, so you can send the products to Amazon, it's about a month from you sending the package so it can be available for people to buy it. So if
Holy
you see
shit, a
from the moment
month.
I buy it to the moment I get paid, it's about 2 months. And yes, you make,
Wow.
yeah. And
Damn, so that means that you have to have like an initial investment. Like you can't just
yeah,
sell something and get the money back to buy more product to sell more.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's basically what we did. How many, I think we got together like $8,000, $9,000 when everything started. He put half and I put half. And
Mhm.
then we started making money off of that. But it got to a point that the store was just running and we couldn't get paid. And in one of those products we were selling, there was a little mistake. And then we started like seeing negative numbers. So
Oh
that's when we
man.
decided to grab that money and just go somewhere else. And that's when we came up with the idea of, starting a lawn care business because it was something we knew how to do. So we just decided to give it a chance. And that's how I went from starting on e-commerce, making a little bit of money. It wasn't really going that well, but we had money. So we just used that money to make money somewhere else.
Yeah.
Dude, respect, bro.
So,
Cause that right there, like that I guess you can definitely call that a failure. That was a failure with e-commerce. But I'm sure you guys learned so much from that shit,
yeah.
bro. Like even if like let's say that even if you guys didn't make any money at all, just starting that business and pursuing it full time and giving it all your effort, even though it didn't succeed, yo, that builds character in you. Like that builds character.
Yeah. Right now, we'll be back. It's like throughout those, we did it for like a kind of like a full year doing it straight e-commerce. I mean, we'll be back. We already know how to do it. We just need to get the, motion going more.
And like you said, this business is based on capital. The more capital you have, the more money you can make. So
Dude, I love it, bro.
yeah,
And it sounds like you guys are gonna take that money you guys made from lawn care, maybe even invest some of it into that to
yeah,
grow it even more, and then do something else with that money to
Right.
grow that even more.
Right. Right.
correct, yeah.
Damn, bro, I fucking love it. So you guys shut down the e-commerce store. Did you guys recoup some money back from that at all, or was most of it just
Yes.
taken by
So
Amazon?
like I said, we started with like $8,000, $9,000.
Hmm.
Our last number that we saw that it was our money, it was $27,000. This was before some mistakes we made. So
Hmm.
after we stopped selling products and got everything back, all the money we could get back, I think we got close to 9K, $9,000, $10,000.
Oh shit! So you guys pretty much left out with pretty much
Yeah,
what you
so
came
you
in
can
with.
just say we basically learned the whole business and we worked for free, made money, lost some money, came back and just got our money back. So it was basically like an experience, yeah, you can say.
So then,
Dude, that's dope.
so yeah, then luckily, I had a trailer in my garage with the mower, and weed whacker, a nice little old little setup that I had. Um,
Mm.
so then we had a truck, a van, got that together, and then from there started growing the lawn care business from zero as well.
And I mean,
Damn.
bro, we were just hungry, being honest with you. It was, at the beginning, it was not really like lawn care. It was just getting, I want to get a job and I want to get paid right away. So I had some experience in doing some other things like construction and little things here and there. So we were getting just all types of jobs. We were doing everything. And then slowly we started seeing more results on the lawn care side. And that's how we started, focusing more on the lawn care side.
Yeah, but at first we were trying to lock in any job. We did like we remodeled the little patio, and we were all over the place. We didn't have a genre. We were just trying to like stack up. So,
Get them,
but
I feel you, yeah.
get them.
So damn, so you guys started off doing patios and things like that before you guys were even doing lawn care, like basic mowing, basic edging.
Yeah. So,
Damn, you guys kind of went to the most difficult part of it, though, no?
bro, we went from like, so we knew a little bit on how the business worked, a little bit. I'm not gonna say we knew everything. So
Mm.
basically, all we did it was with the knowledge we had. We just went out there and started looking for any jobs. For example, I knew how to paint. I knew how to do a little bit of carpentry. So it was little things I was doing here and there. When he said the patio, for example, that lady, we just moved some stones around, built her little patio, and then we did her porch, I think. And it was simple things like that, and that's how we started getting
Mm.
into this entrepreneur thing. But then the thing that we saw at the beginning, the biggest obstacle, I'll say, it was we would get that one job and then we wouldn't have anything for the next week. And that's when we realized that lawn maintenance was the best option because we could make money this week and come back in 2 weeks and make it again. And so that's how we started, like, not really looking for bigger jobs, but looking more for a cash flow type of business model.
Wow. And you know what? A common myth or stereotype that I hear a lot is that some of the bigger guys that are doing hardscape stuff only, like they
Yeah.
don't do much maintenance, they say that there's not money in lawn care. What do you guys think about that? Because you guys are clearly making money.
Like, I've seen what you're talking about. There's people out there, yeah, saying that, but I think it really depends on what position you're in life. If you want to start something, I don't think going hardscaping is the best option. You need good machinery, you need a crew, you need experience, you need a lot of experience for hardscaping more than lawn care. So if you could really do it, but I think if you want to start something smaller and make money, lawn care is the best option. You can just get 100 properties at $50 each. That's $5,000 right there. And you cut them, let's say, twice a month. You're making $10,000 just like that.
Yeah, and I mean, and landscaping is good. That's like that where I feel like if you're doing lawn care, you should have that on the side or pivot to landscaping. But if you start there, it's like you're going into a whole big, huge thing. If you just start somewhere small, learn the business side on it. I feel like everybody needs to learn and trial and error before you go to something big and mess up at a big job. Because landscaping is not cheap. It's like talking about $5,000, $1,000 jobs, or even to $100K. So
Yeah.
I feel
No, that's a
that's why
great
if you're
point.
like starting, if you want to start somewhere, start in lawn care.
Yeah.
And scale from there. And then if you want to do landscaping, that's good money, and pivot over there. So
100%, bro. Yeah, 100%. And I think that there's levels to it too, right?
Yeah.
Like the easiest way to start would be lawn care, and then you level up to landscaping,
Mhm.
and then you level up to hardscaping eventually. But like somebody that has no experience, like yeah, you can go on YouTube and learn how to put down a patio, but the quality is gonna be
Yeah.
fucking trash probably.
Yeah.
That shit takes expertise.
Exactly.
So yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
man.
in our experience, how we got our experience, Bernardo, he used to work at a company, and I used to work for this white dude, old white man, and he's
Hmm.
retired now. I used to work for him just every Saturdays as a kid, and I used to just do one Saturday route, and that's how I was able to gain my experience. I did that from like 13 all the way to like 17 years old.
As a landscaper,
Huh?
like landscaping and
Yeah,
lawn care.
lawn care. Like that's
Ah,
it was always in the background as well, Like we've been doing this for a long time as well. I don't know, Bernardo.
Yes. I started doing this when that was back in high school. So before that, like I said, I used to do painting, construction, more on the construction side. But man, that's not really something I used to like doing. I prefer being outside in the sun, cutting grass, something more that I like. So I decided to stop doing construction and just start doing lawn maintenance. And I used to work at a company like he said, and that's where I got a little bit of experience using machines, knowing like little details here and there. And that's how I gained a little bit of experience. And I stopped doing it for like 2 years, and I was doing the dental thing. And when I came back, I just had to get back in rhythm. And he already knew a little bit, so it was basically like,
Yeah,
all we have to learn is how to get customers because we know how to do everything.
that's it.
yeah, literally. And Alejandro already had the mower, and he had the little
The trade,
Yeah.
yeah.
little wagon.
And
Yeah,
and
so
and I
shit,
had
that
the
was
van, so it was just the
oh yeah, even better. Yeah,
yeah,
like it was meant to be, bro.
yeah.
The fucking lawnmower boys. Let's go.
So yeah, and then like when it came to get to customers, that's all we needed. The pricing we kind of had it down, kind of. But
Let's talk about that. Yeah, let's talk about the pricing, and then let's talk about the acquisition, right? So how did you guys decide to price it? Is it because you knew what your boss was charging before, or how did you know what to price?
Honestly, this was like a game. We had to figure it out. We said, okay, what's the best way to actually do this? So we did have an idea from our ex like bosses charging. So
Hmm.
let's say we found a property that at this time we would charge it like a $90. Back then we charged it like a 45. And those was the
Ah,
mistakes that taught us how to actually properly price. So you can say it was more like a trial and error, like he said. We're just, giving out their prices. Sometimes it will be too high or too low. Until eventually we just found that it was, the right amount. And everything depends like on the area you're working in or, other factors. But yeah, that's basically how.
Yeah, I mean, also when we started, we kind of knew the prices, but we didn't have nothing. We were kind of hungry at the time, so like sometimes we'll give even cheaper price just so we can lock it in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or sometimes we'll be like, man, if we tell the customer the price right now, the customer's gonna be like, "Are you crazy?" So we'll just like give them that just to lock it in, that nice cheap price they want to hear at the time. But eventually, when you grow, it gets killer. So eventually, throughout the time, we found a different type of pricing.
And honestly, all we had to do was sit down and write numbers down. It was like, okay, it's two guys at a property. How much do we want to get paid? We said, okay, let's set a number of $75 per hour per man. So if the property was taking us, 30 minutes, that was $75 divided by, for the two of us. And that's
So that's when you guys did it.
Yeah,
Okay, 75, and that would be like 30 something, like 35, 36, $37.
Yeah, like $37. Yeah. So it was like $75 per man per hour. So we would just break it down. So how long does this property take? All right, let's just charge like that. And doing that actually, increase our closing ratio. So people started saying, okay, we started getting more no's and yes instead of getting a lot of yes or a lot of no's. So just doing that, we started, we balance, and we just stick to that. Yeah.
Damn, bro, that's fucking awesome. That's fucking awesome right there. And then now let's talk about acquisition, right? Because at that point, I don't think you guys knew Chase. I don't
No.
think you guys had any mentors or had anybody to seek knowledge from. So how were you guys getting clients at the time?
So I mean, at first, it was just me and Bernardo. We were just doing Nextdoor at the time. It's a community app, and you just post on there. You're like, "Hey, I'm a landscaper in the area," and it connects you with the people around you. Um, and we started getting a couple customers like that, and then eventually, little by little, we had word of mouth. But throughout, we kind of did it for how long did we do that for?
Like 2 months. We did it for like 2 months.
2 months, and then we kind of see that it was kind of balancing out. We weren't getting as much cost, and then luckily, his friend Bernardo's friend Eric came in, and
yeah, so he came in and he came with a whole new idea. At the time, he was trying to be an entrepreneur himself. So we got together and we just talked about it. I was like, Eric, you know how to do the same thing I'm doing, but you have a little bit more experience on sales. Like, come join us and let's see what we can do. He said, okay, let's get it. The following Monday, we got together, and that's when we implementing door knocking and just, basically selling, not really people like selling in person, going to door knocking. Yeah. And that's what we implemented that. And then from there,
I mean, and door knocking, it was also a journey. How did we when he joined the team, it was waking up at 8 o'clock and straight just going to neighborhoods and just parking the truck somewhere and just going door to door, door to door, until we got something. A lot of times actually, we had nothing on the plate, had no jobs, nothing, and we just straight went door to door to see what we would get. And sometimes we would actually profit a good amount of money from not having nothing to do that day.
Really?
So,
and would you guys roll up together to the door, or would you guys split ways and door knock opposite side?
I was the guy driving, so I wasn't really the guy door knocking. It was more like I would drop them off, and they would door knock, and they would come back. Yeah.
What the fuck? You gotta get out the truck, and one goes that way, one goes that
Oh,
way.
you have to take care of the machinery.
And I was the guy, receiving the calls because they were giving out my number. So I was in the car like, oh yes, I'll put you on the schedule for next Tuesday, and they were just door knocking.
So and that was before the Lawnmowerboys was a thing as well. So after that, me and Eric started door knocking, and we were like, man, like there's more to this. Like we need to have something to show the customer, to show value, that we bring value to the table. So eventually we got starting to create the Lawnmowerboys, and then that's where the name came from.
Yeah.
And then me and Eric were like just to continue to sell, we need a slogan. And then we came with this amazing slogan. If you need a lawn that brings you joy, call Lawnmowerboys. And we branded ourselves and, got these jerseys as well. We all three got them at the same Walmart. We got them at Walmart.
Yeah.
And then, but we were just trying to like all look uniform,
Right.
just to like look professional to the when we're going door to door knocking. So like that.
Yeah, and right now we're actually making this is just like the uniform to look the same. We're actually in the process of getting the proper uniforms with
Let's go.
and everything.
Dude, let's fucking
It's
go.
coming. It's coming.
And this Instagram account, because you guys are viral right now. Like we can say that. I mean, you guys have over 20,000 followers on Instagram. Was this account brand new that you guys had and just raw content brought it up to 20K?
Yeah. So at first, when Eric was down here, we started getting clients, and then we were like, we just created the Lawnmower Boys Instagram, brand new, and then we uploaded here and there. It was just mostly Eric on the other hand at 1st and then eventually.
Yeah, so Eric used to be the one posting. It was kind of like his thing, right? I was more focused on the business side, and then Eric, I was like doing social media. He did it before the Lawnmower Boys. So
yeah, he was telling me. Yeah, he was telling me he had over like 1,000 posts, just trying to see what works.
yeah, so he started posting every day, and then he moved from here over there to Oregon. So he stopped posting, and then he said, "Hey, I want to keep posting, but it has to change. I need you to help me." So that's when I came in, right? We were creating content, but it was not viral content. So Eric and me, we started just doing our research, and we just started learning on how to do viral content. And then we came with our own signature. We created our own like colorways, and then we found this AI voice that we started using. So
yeah,
we were like, how can we go viral? We tried so many different ways of going viral, but the one that clicked was us just telling people stories that happened to us or things that were going on with us. So we found the system and we just started posting, and the story just got better and better every day, and we just started getting followers like crazy. Like we grew to 34,000 followers in 4 months, 5 months.
Holy shit, bro. And I noticed too. I mean, I can tell that there's kind of a trend with that because now I see a lot of other people using that same style,
Yeah.
whether it's an AI voice or not, but they tell a story in the same fashion that you guys do. Or even if they don't use an AI voice, they use their own voice. And you can kind of tell, like, I see what they're trying to do.
Yeah. So it was something that we saw it was working, and it started popping. So we just kept on repeating it. But yeah, we're planning on, changing the style of our content a little bit. So eventually make it more relatable with people, using our own voice, stop using the AI voice. So you can just say the AI voice was the first phase to, learn how to create content, what can go viral, this and that. So right now we're working on the phase 2 and trying to implement a new type of like content, out there.
Gotcha. Yeah, man. Let's fucking go. And to go from a couple thousand to 34,000, bro, that's a huge deal, bro. So
Yeah.
congratulations to you guys
Thank you.
on getting to that point, man.
Thank
This
you.
is only the fucking beginning, bro.
Yeah.
And let's talk a little bit too about some bigger accounts, right? I know you guys had an encounter with Tigran Gertz, a legend in the space. What was that all about?
So that's more on my boy's Eric side. He will be able to explain that a little bit better. But basically, we just started going viral. We can just say that people saw our profile and they were seeing what we were saying. And eventually we started trying to teach people on what to do to get more customers. And I think, that guy saw what we were doing and he decided to do his own course, selling his own course by using, you can say our name, but basically saying Lawnmower Boy in his videos or saying Little Johnny, which, he refers to. Yeah, so he wasn't slick about it. We saw his ad. We knew he was talking about us, but we really didn't want to do anything. We don't really like that beefing on social media. Yeah. But yeah, it was clearly that he was using, the Lawnmower Boys as an example to sell his landscaping course.
Yeah, but it's cool, bro. At the end of the day, it ain't no altercation. We're cooking. I hope he's cooking as well.
Yeah,
No, absolutely, bro.
like we
At least, and it's something that like it wasn't hate from the bottom, right? It came from the top, which is a good sign that your content got people's attention. That's it got in front of the right people.
yeah.
So that's a good sign, right?
Yeah.
And then yeah, man. So moving on, I mean, what's the future of the Lawnmower Boys looking like? Are you guys gonna remain in lawn care, or are you guys looking to focus more on landscaping, hardscaping as the years come by?
Man, there's so many different plans that we want to, we just want to make it out, being honest with you. So we have the social media going on. We're growing fast with the lawn care, business. But at the same time, we are getting landscaping projects. So honestly, we're just putting everything together right now. We don't know exactly what the next step is, but we just want to go big. The goal is to go big. That's always the goal. So
Let's
we're
fucking
working
go.
towards that. Yeah.
Let's fucking go. What do you think, Alejandro?
We don't like to say a little bit too much. We have, competitors around. But yeah, the plan is just to expand it. There's no limits. Right now we're trying to, get ourselves the base constructed really well. Trying to even get some employees here real soon. And yeah, keep the projects going and eventually, move ourselves out of it as well to keep on just trying to focus on just growing the company.
Right, instead of you guys having to go
Yeah,
out
Yeah.
and mow the lawns yourself.
yep, yep.
Hey, but we
Yeah,
haven't. I want to ask you some questions too. Like, we want to get to know you better too. So,
yeah,
I
for
ask
sure,
you,
bro.
so what's going on over here? I see that you really like to interact with lawn care people. How did you start doing this? Like,
Yeah, bro. So I actually own an agency and I'm full time in my agency now. So it's called Landscape Maverick. And pretty much my goal, is to be the guy in the landscaping and hardscaping space that people trust for building websites, doing marketing, and just being somebody that they trust when they want to elevate their presence online. Not as far as social media, but when it comes to their website, their ads, their ability to bring in clients. Because as you guys know, I mean, right now you guys are doing lawn care, but when it comes to the more expensive things like hardscaping, it's a big decision, right? Like it's a lot of fucking money to go and put out a patio and a pergola or build a pool or do all these things. And a lot of times it comes down to winning the trust of the homeowner, right? So that's what I command. I focus on branding, just like you guys are branding yourselves with the shirts and the trucks and the social media. I do that on websites so that clients can see that they can trust your company and that you are the best competitor. And they also give you less objections because you look more professional. So that's what I specialize in. But yeah, man, I'm just fucking enjoying it right now too because I have this podcast and I get to speak with people like you guys that are fucking killing it, and I get to understand how you guys think, and a lot of the other guests have a lot of experience in life, and it's a benefit for me too, right? Because even though I don't have a lawn care or landscaping company, I can apply some of those tips into my business too. So it's like a win-win, and they get to shout themselves out. So it's pretty dope, man. And I'm glad to have you guys on, yo, for real.
Oh, appreciate you, bro, for
appreciate the invite.
yeah,
Hell yeah, bro.
and that's pretty cool. And then the business, so you do just strictly business, marketing, online marketing. That's how do you say it again?
Yeah, that's all I do. Yeah. So digital marketing for me consists of building amazing websites, running ads that actually get results for my clients, like landscapers and hardscapers, and just doing SEO as well so that you don't always have to pay to play, right? Like ads are pay per click. So every time somebody clicks on your ad, you get charged. But if you show up there organically because you have good content on your website and everything's well structured, you show up at the very top and you don't have to pay anybody. It's free. And people, when they look up landscaper near me, if you're showing up at the very top, they're gonna click on your name. Nobody's gonna scroll down for 20 minutes trying to find somebody. They just
Right.
the first one.
Right.
And
Yeah.
what's your future goal? Like, what are you trying
I
to
think
take?
my goal for this year is actually written on my wall in my bedroom, and I'm probably gonna get in trouble for that shit because I wrote it with a marker because I'm a fucking savage. It says make $300,000 this year. I'm still far from the goal, but I'm pushing every single fucking day for it, bro. I don't know if you guys can tell by my eyes, but I've been up since fucking 4. I'm sleepier than a motherfucker, but we're grinding, baby. That's what it's about.
You gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta
Always,
do what
bro.
you gotta do.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know what the fuck?
That's key. whatever you want to do, if you stay consistent and you do it every day, you will get to your goal.
That's
100%,
literally
bro.
everything, bro. Consistency, bro.
We learned that through e-commerce. Everything, you might not know nothing about nothing, but if you stay consistent and you want to do something and you stay consistent, you will make it there.
Dude, 1,000% bro. 1,000%. And you know what's crazy actually? I'm in the middle of doing 75 hard right now, so it involves 2 workouts per day. And before, I mean, I'm a slim dude. Like I'm 6'2" and I weigh about 190. And I've always been like skinny fat. Like you can't see my abs, but I'm skinny. I'm type skinny.
Yeah.
But by going to the gym every single day, even if it's just 45 minutes, I can already see my abs. Like it's crazy how if you do something every single day, how you see results. Before I have been working out for like 3 years and I couldn't even see my abs because one day I'll be like, fuck, I should do something else. Like I'm really busy right now and I'll find an excuse to not go. But now it's like I'm going every day and I can see the impact of being consistent, bro. It's amazing.
Yeah. And hey, man, going to the gym every day, that's a goal that we have of our own. But once you start rolling with this lawn care thing,
It's
hard, bro.
it takes your time, and having energy just to go to the gym after working 10, 12 hours a day,
It's tough, bro. Yeah, that's why I always try to get, and this is something I recommend for you guys. So like get that shit done first thing in the morning, bro. And then you're good. Just all you gotta do is mow, and then when you come back home, you just fucking sleep.
yeah, that's true. And we did think
Yeah.
about that. That's something we're trying to start doing because a strong body, a strong mind. So we're trying to start doing that.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. And I think we look up to a lot of the same guys, right? Andrew Tate, Justin Waller, all these guys. I mean,
Iman,
these guys are fucking G's, and their bodies
Hamza, I don't
is
know if you know.
part of that.
Hamza, Iman, that's the other creators that we.
Another one, yeah,
Yeah.
bro. Those guys are fucking killing it. Who do you guys look up to actually? Like, who inspires you guys the most? And you guys can go like one by one.
Look, bro, this
'Cause it
is.
might be different.
I'm gonna go first. This is crazy. So before all this, right? Let's be honest. The whole thing that's going on around the, everywhere with the movements. I don't want to say anything. I don't want to get canceled.
Yeah.
Right? So we used to think like, oh, you can't be saying anything because it's bad. So I used to think like that too, until Andrew Tate came out, and he just started saying all these things. And honestly, everything he was saying, I would already think about it a little bit, but it was like nobody would say it, right? So him just coming around, I'm gonna be honest, that was probably one of the biggest, inspirations
Bro.
we got. It was like, okay, we need to get on grind mode. We need to like do something. We need to we need to stop thinking like this. So I'll say for me, Andrew Tate's probably main
Andrew Tate,
one.
bro. What about you, Alejandro?
As well, I mean, Andrew Tate, man, and his brother, both of them actually. It's like, bro, I was already thinking like that, and then when they came in, I was like, perfect. So that was one of the major ones that got us to thinking like this, I would say. And then a little bit of Iman and Hamza, a lot of self
Yeah, I'm
improvement.
G2, yeah.
What about you?
Same as you guys, bro. Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate has been like the most impactful person in my life, bro. Like, and I've listened to a lot of people in that space of the masculinity. Like, I've listened to Rich Cooper. I had been listening to
Fresh and Fit.
Fresh and Fit. Yeah, literally, bro. They're the ones that actually introduced me to Tate because they had Tate on a podcast, which was fucking phenomenal. And yeah, I have been listening to a lot of people throughout my life. I don't know if you guys know him, E.T. the Hip Hop Preacher. Les Brown. These are like motivational speakers that are a bit older, but
David Goggins.
Andrew Tate, bro. Andrew Tate was a fucking guy, bro. And it's funny because I always wanted to be like him before I knew of him. So like when I was 21, I'm 24 now, and when I turned 21, I found out about Tate when I was 22. But when I turned 21 is when I went and smoked a cigar because I was like, yo, in the future, I think I want to smoke cigars. I like the classy look, and I think I want to enjoy fine drinks and look good like Tristan Tate.
Yeah.
And then when I saw Tate come out like a year after when I was 22, I was like, bro, that's who I want to fucking be. Like, that's a walking version of who the fuck I want to be like. So I'm glad that he's around, bro, because he inspires the shit out of me. In fact, I was listening to him this morning for like an hour. One of those hour motivational videos that they put together on YouTube.
Yeah. There's a lot of hate going on, the things he says, but I just take the good things he'll be saying.
Exactly, bro. Yeah, exactly. And and a lot of things that he says is like,
Him playing the
People shoot the
character.
messenger. Yeah, people shoot the messenger. Instead of receiving the message that he's trying to say, they say, "Oh, fuck you, Tate." Instead of saying, "Oh, I don't like you, but your message, you are right with what you have to say. I just don't like the way you say it." So it's like, take it like that.
Yeah, but he was definitely like a big inspiration, not just for us. We've noticed a lot of people that we've met, actually people being successful, doing successful things. Andrew Tate was a big part, for them to start doing what they're doing.
For them too, yeah, literally, bro. Yo, that motherfucker is impactful, bro. Like our generation is gonna. I think he saved a lot of our generation, bro. Because
Yeah.
as you guys know, like when we look at younger people that are like younger than us, there's a lot of shit going on. I saw a kid with fucking painted nails, bro. He was like 5 years old. I'm like, what the fuck is going on right now, bro? Like, so it's a lot of soft shit going on, but I think he kind of saved a lot of it.
Yeah,
He's a
he
big
did.
Right.
He did.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
let's be honest, he did. And
Yeah,
you can see, I just want to say, everyone that is being successful on social media or in general, they have something in common, and it's that guy. And everybody else, like you said, people with painted nails, pink hair, or something, they don't like him. So you can tell, he's actually leading like a good group of people. Yeah, that people that listen.
That's a fact, man. That's a big fact. Who do you guys look up to do you guys have any specific mentors in the landscaping and lawn care space or hardscaping that you guys look up to?
Well, at the beginning, being honest, it was Chase.
Chase.
Yeah, we saw his content and we got a lot of ideas from him, from his content. So besides that, I haven't really looked up to no one else. It was probably just Chase. Now we talk to him, we're friends with him. So that's
Yeah. Yo, guys, huge shout out to Chase Grant.
Chase. Yeah, that's a
Go Growth Club, baby. Go join that shit right now if you want to become a millionaire in lawn care. Let's go.
yeah. You have to join that. Yeah.
And then for me, it was a very OG, Blades of Grass. I don't know if you ever heard of him.
What's his name?
He's on YouTube mostly. He's like he's been doing YouTube for a very long time. His name is Blades of Grass. He was he gives tips.
Yeah, black dude with a beard, I think, right?
Very chill guy. He talks very
Yeah.
very straightforward guy. So
He is, yeah,
person I
bro.
used to look up to. I'm like that guy right there. He's
That's a good role model, yeah, because he's older, so he's been through a lot of shit. So that's a good role model, yeah.
And if I'm
Yo,
not
it's
mistaken,
funny you
he lives
mentioned
in the
that.
same hometown as us in Georgia.
He's from Atlanta?
I think in Georgia. I think in Savannah. I'm not too sure, but
Okay, gotcha.
What about you?
Yeah, probably. It looks like it looks like that area, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's funny you mentioned him actually because he was supposed to be on the podcast. I asked him and he replied to me. And he said, "No, I don't really like doing things like this. Hope you can understand." And I was like, "Yo, totally fine. Don't worry about it, brother." But it's funny that he replied though. I mean, he has like over 100,000 followers, so that was pretty cool.
yeah, pretty cool guy.
Yeah, pretty cool guy. We haven't really gotten in touch with him, but I believe Chase has. But
Chase? Oh, really?
Yeah, we know he's a cool guy. Plays with grass. Hopefully we'll meet him one day.
Yeah, hell yeah, bro. I think especially you guys, if you guys reached out to him, I think he'll definitely help you guys out, yo. I'm sure he sees a lot of himself in you guys because you guys are young as fuck. You guys are grinding, going after it, the same thing he's doing. And I think he can maybe help you. That would be a dope collab.
Right.
Imagine you guys collab on his channel. You guys get more exposure from that. That would be dope.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. No one has really, reached out to the Lawnmowerboys just yet.
Yeah, another. I see. Another. What's some creators that are popping out like Oral Landscaping. Another cool guy.
Shout out to Jacob. That's my guy right there. Yeah.
I like his content a lot. Like he's growing. His content is pretty fire.
Yeah, there's a few guys out there, coming up pretty cool. Like he said, Oral Landscaping. CMG, I think the guy that
CMG Chase Gallagher too. Yeah, he's the mentor of Jacob actually. Yeah. So that's pretty dope how those guys are collabing like that.
Yeah. There's a lot of people coming up, and the best thing is that a lot of these guys are young, so that feels good. Knowing that there's more people out here, coming up in this online industry, and it's all young guys like Chase, us, that guy.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Damn, bro. Yeah, it's exciting, bro. It gets me excited to see youngsters going at it like that, bro. Especially in a trade where, the trades in general, like blue collar work in general, is seen as like, oh, that's dirty or that's nasty. You're working outside. You're working with your hands. You don't have a suit on. It's kind of looked down upon. But I mean, you guys are going after it. Chase is getting after it. Chase Grant, Chase Gallagher, Jacob Farling, all these fucking guys are getting after it. And they're young, bro. Like, that's going to be the new thing. Like, I think I saw Justin Waller talking about that. Like, pretty soon you're going to see a YouTube guru or one of these young guys come on YouTube and be like, yo, guys, the newest hack to get rich. Start a landscaping company or start a plumbing company.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know if you noticed in the last 1 or 2 years, everyone's shifting towards online. Every Everyone wants to make money
Literally,
online.
bro. Every
So
fucking body, yeah.
everything that has to do with labor, is staying a little bit empty. So if this keeps on going, yeah, definitely being in this industry is gonna be later on how to get rich, how to make money, because it's gonna
Yeah, bro, 1000%, 1000%. And it's funny because the guy that I had on the podcast right before you guys, he owns a plumbing company here in Philadelphia, and he's 30 years old, and he's already close to making $1 million. He's gonna hit $1 million this year in plumbing, and he's saying that every other plumber in his area, bro, they're old as fuck, like they're about to retire.
yeah,
So now, and there's not enough plumbers coming in to replace those guys. So he's in a position now where he can turn around and buy all the fucking other companies that are in his area. And like that's gonna be fucking dope. Like he gets all those contracts, he keeps those same employees. So that's gonna be huge opportunities for people to buy blue collar companies, like landscaping companies, hardscaping companies, plumbing companies, HVAC companies. Because all those things we need, right? Like that's necessities.
accessories.
But there's not enough people coming in to replace the people that are leaving out. So that's a huge opportunity right there.
Yeah, yeah. So I wanted to ask you something. So who inspires you to want to grow your digital marketing online? Is there someone online on Instagram or any app that inspires you?
Yeah, my boy Dean White. Shout out to
One.
Dean White. I'm gonna tag him on this too. He's the person whose course I bought originally about a year or so ago. Well, I actually had my agency before I bought his course, and I was doing okay. I was all over the fucking place. But when I purchased his course, it really made me zone in. Like, all right, I have to pick a niche. Like, I have to get centralized because I was doing shit for everybody, bro. I built a website for a gym. I built a website for a grocery store. I built a website for a animal removal company. I built a website for a clothing brand, and I was like, "What the fuck am I doing, bro?" Like, it wasn't scalable because every time I would have to relearn every
Mhm.
single fucking industry. Where if I can pick one industry, I know what works, and I can just repeat that same process for more people. So I zoned into home services overall, like general, like plumbers, landscapers, roofers, everything, and that was still too wide. So now I finally threw the net around landscaping because I have one of my boys here who's actually one of Tigran's students, and I was able to get him some good results. Um, I did some work for Jacob actually from Auto Landscaping. We built his websites, and his shit is popping off. You guys should take a look at it, by the way. Autolandscape.com. That thing is fire. And I'm excited, bro, to be able to help more guys in the space. Because if I can help them bring in more clients and their business is going to grow because of it, that's a win win right there.
It is definitely. So
100%.
we'll definitely get in contact with you. Help us out with that as well.
Yeah, for sure, bro. And I got you guys, bro. What I'll do is I'll put together like a flat design. And anybody that's listening in too, like if you have any questions about your website or about your marketing and you're a landscaper and you listen to a lot of what the lawnmower boys have to say, bro, and you know that you need a website to grow your business, let me know, bro. I got you. Whatever questions you guys have, reach out to me.
Yeah,
I
hit my
got you.
man up. He got you. He's gonna help us out, and he can help you out as well.
For sure, man. For sure. And guys, let's talk a little bit too about Chase Grant because we hit on it a little bit, but let's just dive in a little bit deeper into it. So he has the Go Growth Club. What do you guys think about that course, that community?
Like, there's a lot to say about it. Like, let me just put it in this perspective. When we started doing this, there was literally no help out there on how to like do anything with this business, right? So basically, what Chase is doing now is putting all those resources together and helping people out. So I think it's a great community to join. There's a lot of people out here helping beginners how to get more customers. I saw someone said I have no customers to say I just locked in my first I think $4,000 contract. It's like, bro, it's like all he did was join the community. He learned a few things. He was able to lock in that first contract, And the next step is just keep on repeating it and grow more and more and more. So I think what Chase is doing is, it's amazing. If you really want to pursue this and make money off of lawn care, that's the way to go.
And it's just the best thing you could do. It puts you in the community. It's the best thing you could do. I feel like even before we did this, we for e-commerce, we would join communities, discords, and they would always keep us up to date. Anything, any mess up they would do, I'll learn off about it. I'll keep that in mind, and that's what helped me grow in e-commerce so fast. So same here. It's like if you're learning, the best thing you could do is put yourself in the community. There's a whole bunch of people in the same boat as you. Maybe they will do a mistake. You can, all right, let me keep that in mind, and you can just learn that much faster. It's like the best. Also, our course is on there as well. Shout that out. And you as well too have some good information on there too. So it's like that growth club.
Yeah, literally. That you just made me think about that too. I didn't know you guys. I haven't seen your course yet. I'll definitely take a look at it because I am in the growth as well. And man, yeah, like imagine getting access to one community and you get access to all these courses. You get access to the Lawnmowerboys. You get access to Chase. You get access to me because I put free content in there for anybody to use. Like that's valuable shit.
Yes.
And then also being held accountable, right? Because Chase asks questions in there, right? So if he asks you, okay, what did you do today? Or how many people did you reach out to this week? And you say 0, you're going to feel like a bitch. And nobody wants to feel like that. So it's going to motivate you to want to go out there and knock more fucking doors, make more calls, put up some more fucking door hangers and get results. So that's valuable. Anybody that's looking to grow their lawn care company or thinking of starting one, that's a great spot to go. Growth Club.
Yeah.
Yep.
And another thing that I want to mention too is like I think it's the app School. It like keeps the people engaged. There's like levels. The more you engage, the more you level up. So it kind of like puts you in a position like if you want to grow, just keep on active and you will learn that faster and you will.
Yeah, the more active you are, the more you'll learn. That's how it goes.
That's a fact.
Like I said, I've seen guys saying, "Hey, I'm just now starting my lawn care business." 2 weeks later, say, "Hey, I got my first 5 customers." And those 5 customers is gonna be cash flow. Is gonna keep coming back every 2 weeks. So it's something nice to see that Chase and us we're being able to help someone out just by answering their questions. All they gotta do is ask a question or any concerns they got. And there's a bunch of people with like us and even with more experience that can just help them out. Let them know what's going on, guide them the right direction and everything.
So yeah, that's pretty cool as well. It's the community is more bigger than us. As he said, we have people in there from Australia, a whole bunch of people that join, and they have their own big businesses that they have, and it's pretty cool, the new upcoming community.
Yeah.
And imagine asking those guys questions because their companies are fucking huge. So it's like, like you can't reach this person any other way. Like they're in that community, and then you reach out to them, and that's valuable. So
yes, and everyone does their business a little bit different. They grow their business a little bit different, and that's the beauty of this community as well. You can see different points of views of how people did it, and you can basically see what you should follow. There's people that did it in a certain way, and that might be more convenient for you than the other way the other person did it. For example, like our boy Eric, he's starting with the push mower. That's a step that we really didn't go through, but there's people out there who actually are push mowing, so he's helping them out. Like us, we started with already like bigger machinery, concentrating more on bigger properties. So that's something we do. So it's really like what you want to learn, which way you want to go. You want to go smaller, bigger, this way, that way.
Yeah, it works out like a domino effect. If you want to go, if you start with a little push mower, he has this. Us, kind of get bigger, and then Chase, like the big dog.
Like you have the company. Yeah, want to go to the next step? Let's Chase.
1,000%, bro. And yo, I'm super fucking pumped to have met you guys through Chase because Chase was on this podcast too. And then that's funny. It's funny how life works, bro. I get Chase on the podcast. We have a great fucking conversation. We connect. He asked me to grow Growth Club. I met you guys in there. Now I know you guys. I know Eric. It's fucking amazing, bro. And now, yo, I would love, dude, it's going to be fucking epic if we do a meetup, bro, like in Florida or some shit, bro. Like we make some good money, and then we enjoy it together as a group, like later on after the shit slows down. That would be dope, bro.
That'll be dope.
We go to Miami, smoke cigars, do all types of shit, bro.
Coming.
That'll be amazing.
It's coming. And if any of y'all watching wanna, join this,
Yeah.
better start working on that. Whatever you gotta do, join the community.
And shit, we'll all get together,
Yeah,
you
bro.
know, it'll be
Yeah,
pretty cool
bro.
to do
Go
it.
Craft Club. You know the fucking vibe.
You
Let's
know?
go.
So
That's awesome, bro. But yeah, guys, I appreciate you guys having you guys on, bro. And guys, how can people get in contact with you guys? How can they follow you? Where are you guys at? What platforms are you guys on?
So right now, the biggest one, Instagram. You can find us at the Lawnmowerboys. We're on TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook, but our main thing is Instagram. And the way to reach out to us, basically, just send us a DM. Here and there, we'll be replying to them, and we can help you out if you have any questions. And you can just join the community as well.
yeah, that's and if you want to like ask us direct questions as well, obviously like we've been saying, join the Growth Club. But yeah, those are our social medias. YouTube, we're gonna start getting more active on there. Vlogs are coming, so that's all the platforms that you can find us on right now.
And thank you for having us, bro. It was a pleasure, talking to you.
Yeah, no, man, absolutely, guys. And I definitely look forward to having you guys on again, bro. You guys are fucking young. You guys are killing it.
Appreciate
and I fucking love it, bro. We need more of this shit.
Bro,
So
we
I
all
fucking love
killing it, bro. You're killing it too, bro.
Yeah.
We all doing what we got to do.
And we'll love to hop on.
Sure.
I know there's way more things we could talk about. We just barely touched any of the topics. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's way more. We'll love to be on again. And appreciate us for having us, and give us the
Exactly, bro.
opportunity.
This is your fucking platform. Wherever you guys want to be on, whatever you guys want to talk about, this is your fucking platform. We'll be on this fucking podcast and we'll talk about it. It'll be amazing, guys.
And
But thank you
hopefully
so
we
much
do
for
it in
joining, guys.
person one day,
Hey, yeah.
Yes,
Mind up, do it more better.
Let's fucking go,
Yeah,
guys. Everybody, audience, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the Digital Toolbox. Make sure you guys go follow the Lawnmower Boys on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, everything. Follow them fucking everywhere, especially YouTube. And go check out Go Growth Club. Huge shout out to Chase Grant. Let's fucking go.
Let's go.
Let's grind.
Appreciate it.